There once was a wealthy and kind man named Jonah, who lived in a grand estate with his loving wife, 3 children, and a devoted servant. Jonah was known throughout the land for his generosity. He would give to the poor, feed the hungry, and always had a kind word for anyone in need. His life seemed perfect, blessed by God in every way. One day, tragedy struck. A sudden illness swept through the village, claiming the lives of all 3 of Jonah's children. His once joyful home was now filled with grief and sorrow. Not long after, his vast wealth began to vanish. His businesses failed. Jonah, the man who once had everything, was left with nothing. Jonah himself became gravely ill in their despair. Jonah's wife, overwhelmed by the weight of their suffering, approached him and said, "Jonah, you have always been faithful, but what good has it done us? Curse God and die so that your suffering may end." But Jonah, weak as he was, looked at his wife with compassion and replied, "Shall we accept good from God, and not trouble? I will not curse the one who has blessed me all my life." Despite his unbearable pain and loss, Jonah remained steadfast in his faith. Jonah prayed daily, not for riches or health, but for the strength to endure his trials. Then, one morning, as the sun rose over his barren land, Jonah felt a warmth in his heart. His illness began to fade, and strength returned to his body. Soon, his fortune began to change. His lands flourished, his flocks multiplied, and his business prospered once more. In time, Jonah and his wife were blessed with 7 more children, each as healthy and joyous as the ones they had lost. His wealth doubled, and his name became even more revered for his unwavering faith in the face of unimaginable loss. Jonah lived the rest of his days in peace, surrounded by his family.